In page number 28, we had finished 3 paragraphs. Okay, we are going to continue the lesson. I hope all you have textbooks with you. See why I am going to again tell a lesson orally. It's very easy and you can complete it in our next one class. But textbook reading is very important. Even as I had explained the lesson, as I had finished it, you must revise the lesson once again. See, as a part of our role, we are doing it. As you are being at home, as you are not before us, you must make a planning of your works. Right? You are responsible, you are held responsible for your works. So don't depend on your parents, don't suffocate your parents, don't irritate them, and also make a comfort feeling of yourself while you are listening to the classes. Pay attention towards the lessons very carefully. Don't divert your thoughts on other things. Okay, I hope you are doing it. Shall we go into the lesson? Shall we make a quick recap of our lesson? Okay, this is a lesson. It's about a boy of Michael who had a good support of his parents as a father, as a mother, what roles they had played, how they made son efficient and become a great athlete in pole vault in Olympics. He had reached 17 feet 3 inches. It is not easy height, students. Just imagine a blind boy who had not a guide as a parents, only parents had supported them. With their guidance, how he had come forward in his life. Now we are going to see Michael cleared the bar at 12 feet and 2 inches and 12 feet 4 inches again. He showed no emotion. 12 feet 2 inches, 12 feet 3 inches, 12 feet 4 inches. He had finished, but there is no emotion in him. No emotion is in him. Constant preparation and determination were his vision. What were his vision? Constant preparation, stability, stable preparation. He did not balance. See, some students, with a small point only they will get imbalance. Means what? First attempt only they should get success. No, it is impossible. But he has a stable concentration and determination. Strong determination is in his mind. As he lay on his back and heard the crowd groan, he knew the other rider had missed the final jump. So what you know? 2 competitors he had now, he had 2 competitors with him. So the other rider had missed the jump. He knew it was his time for his final jump. So now it was his turn. Now Michael has to jump. Since the other rider had fewer misses, Michael needed to clear this vault to win. So, as a previous competitor, he missed the jump. Now, Michael's turn. He had to fulfill it. A miss would get him a second place. If he miss once, he will get the second place. If he clears it, he will be the first one. And nothing to be ashamed of. But Michael would not allow himself to the thought of not winning first place. See here, he had a strong desire. He had a determination in his mind that he can reach, but a nervous feeling and also a type of, because he don't have any feeling, but everybody will laugh at him. As he was blind boy, he was a blind boy, everybody would laugh at him. He don't have any feeling of it. He rolled over and did this ritual of 3-finger triple push-ups. So he made push-ups. Do you know push-ups? He had made a practice of it. He found his pole. After that, he had taken his pole and stood and stepped on the runway that led to the most challenging event in his 17-year-old life. At the age of 17, he had taken a pole and he started to jump over to the other side. The runway felt different this time. It startled him for a brief moment. Then it all hit him like a wet bale of hay. The bar was set at 9 inches higher than his personal best. That's only 1 inch of the national record. He thought. The intensity of the moment filled his mind with anxiety. He began shaking off his tension from his body. It was not working. He became more tense. Why is this happening to me now? He thought. He began to get nervous. Fear would be a more accurate description. What was he going to do? He had never experienced these feelings. Then, out of nowhere and from the deepest depths of his soul, he envisioned his mother. Why now? What was his mother doing in his thoughts? At a meal like this, it was simple. His mother always used to tell him, whenever he felt tense, anxious or ever scared, to take deep breaths. So he did. Along with his shaking the tension from legs, he gently laid his pole at his feet and began to stretch out from his arm and upper body. The light breeze that was once there was no gone. He could feel a trickle of cold sweat running down his back. He carefully picked up his pole. He felt his heart pounding. He was sure the crowd did too. The silence was deafening, and when he heard the singing of some distant robins in flight, he knew it was his time to fly. As he began sprinting down the runway, something felt wonderfully different. Yet familiar. The surface below him felt him like the country road he used to dream about. The rocks, the chunks and dirt, the visions of the golden wheat fields seemed to fill his thoughts. When he took a deep breath, it happened he began to fly. His takes off was effortless. Michael Stone was flying, just as in his childhood dreams. Only this time, he knew he was not dreaming. This was real. Everything seemed to be moving in slow motion. The air around him was the purest and freshest air he had ever sensed. Michael was soaring with the majesty of an eagle. So what, it was the previous competitor who was before them. There were two competitors before Michael now. So one competitor had lost it. So now only one target, that was Michael's turn. Now Michael's turn had come, he started to reach to the pole vault. He had taken the pole. Before he had taken the pole vault to jump, he had practiced. Okay, he had practiced because his father had given practice to him in weightlifting and gymnastics. See students, to do anything, pole vault is related to pole. It's not it. He has to practice. Then why he has to practice weightlifting and gymnastics? He has to practice. If he was perfect in that, then only he can do it. And mentally his mother has inspired him. When he had turned the pole, it had crossed over for 9 inches. It was for 9 inches. At that time only it is a world record. It is a world record. At the age of 17, bending the pole into the face of 9 inches. 9 inches means what? He had bent it, he was in a bent position, and now the pole has to turn and he has to reach to his distance. Is not it? From this distance, 9 inches down, he has bent over into the pole, and that pole has to be reached in the distance of the highest record, which the previous competitor has done. He has to cross it. Now the target was before him, but there was a nervous feeling in him. A type of fear has started in him. Then he had remembered his mother, not father, because mentally his mother has inspired him in many ways. She had told a number of stories to him. What she has said, when you feel nervous to do anything, when there is a target before you, first you take deep breath. If you take deep breath, then you will get relaxed. After that, take breath one more time. Then you will be relieved. Then you try. So he had remembered the words of his mother, and now he was going to fly like a bird. And when he was a child, with his mother's eyes, through the eyes, how the bird had seen the whole world, he had seen the world through the eyes of his mother. Now in the same way, how he had experienced gentle air and water and white fields, how he had experienced those, now he was going to imagine all those things which his mother had explained him. Okay, page number 29, students. It was either an eruption of the people in the stands or thump of his landing that brought Michael back to earth. So now he was in bending posture, students. Now he was in bending posture. That to the cross is 9 inches. Okay, that time it was the record. And now the place at what distance he reaches, we have to see. On his back, with the wonderful hot sun on his face, he could only envision the smile of his mother's face. So he was going to vision in his mind. He was going to vision his mind. What he is going to vision? His mother's smile. When he reaches, how his mother, because to the parents, what was the great achievement in their life? Your success. If you do a small thing only, to number of people they will spread. My daughter got first prize, my daughter got marks, my son got prize, my son got 10 by 10 GPS. So, to how many they feel that it was their achievement. Really children, it is, what can you give for your parents? As the response, of course they have given us birth, but we have to give a good name to them. That's all. Maintain a good character and don't disappoint them in your life, and fulfill their dreams as well as your dreams. That was the greatest thing which you can give to a parents. So here, now Michael also is dreaming in his mind of his mother's smile. He was visioning that. And he knew his dad was probably smiling too. Actually, as a father, his father also was smiling. What his father thought, to reach anything, you should work hard. This is a method of his father. His mother is not like that. And Bert would always do that when he got excited, smile and then sort of giggle. When he did not know that his dad was hugging his wife and crying. He was crying harder than Mildred had ever seen before. She also knew he was crying the greatest tears of all tears of pride. Of course, a pride moment to all the parents. A pride moment to all the parents in their life. What was the pride moment? When their son was in such a rage and expectation, it is a very proud moment. Of course, you might have seen it in your parents' eyes many times. When you have done a small thing also, first of all they will cry. It is an emotional feeling. It is a wholehearted feeling. It comes out from the bottom of the heart. It is a genuine one, students. So, he was imagining in such a way that his father was crying by hugging his mother. Both of them were crying. They were crying and they were going to shed their tears. Now Michael was going to imagine in his mind very clearly. Of course it is happening also. She also knew he was crying the greatest tears of all, tears of pride. And as well as Michael also was crying. See, as the parents, if they had done something, it is the proudest moment when their children were in a good position, even though they are not good. If their children were good, they are the happiest parents in the world. We can't say that good parent, bad parent. Every parent is the best parent for their children. Because those were the only people think of you every moment. Every moment. What my child is doing, whether she is eating, she is studying, when she will come, when she will eat, what she will eat. Even though they don't have anything also, they will try to give everything to you. Who can give you? Our parents. So here, Michael is thinking of his parents. And the parents were thinking of Michael. Attachment, bondage, relation, value. This is what the relationship and a magical bond between the parents and the children. Okay? See here, it is an emotional feeling. Michael was immediately swarmed with the people hugging and congratulating him on the greatest accomplishment of his life. He later went on the day of 17 feet 6 inches. Highest world record, He crossed out his previous one, 17 and 6 inches. It's unimaginable. A world record. A national and international junior Olympics record. National and international junior Olympics record. In the category of junior level, it is the highest record at the time. With all the media attention and heartfelt congratulations, everybody started hugging him. They are going to wish him. Everybody was very eager to see Michael. Michael's life would never be the same. It was just because he won the junior level, as I said, new world record. And it was not because he had just increased his personal best by 9.5 inches. What? He had bent the pole to 9.5 inches and he reached the target 17 feet 6.5 inches. It was simple because Michael's stone was blind. Okay? Michael's stone was blind. Here, he was blind or he was deaf, he was dumb. It doesn't matter. What is important, physical handicap will not stop our determination, ambition, thoughts, our vision. We can't make everything to be done in a right way. We can't feel them. Our physical handicap will not stop our success. 100% true, students. 100% true. There are a number of people around us who can see them, when we are walking on the road, you see here, even though he did not have legs, he will dance. What is making? Because to live, he needs something. For that, whatever he had, with that only he has to live. Even though he was blind, they will do some work. He was deaf, he was handicapped, he don't have legs or hands or whatever. They will try to do something. They will not die. There is no option to die. They will try to do something. Physical handicap is only to the body. but not to the brain, not to your dreams. Right? When we feel that as an obstacle to stop our dream, we will stop wherever we are. We should cross it out and we should try to do something in our life. We must try to do something in our life. Then we reach to our dreams. Then we reach to our dreams. Michael's turn was blind. What was the speciality of Michael's turn? What was his speciality? He was blind. But his parents did not leave him. His parents did not leave him, and Michael also did not compromise in his dream. That was the specialty of Michael. Do you know Sudha Chandran? She was physically handicapped. She had lost her leg, but she was a good dancer. She was passionate about dancing. So she went to Jaipur and she had chosen Jaipur food. And with that artificial leg, she danced. She gave number of recitals all over the world. And with her name, one director has made a movie called Mayuri in Telugu as well as Hindi. See how many people she has inspired, how many people? Helen Keller, okay? And many of the great one in your 10th class lesson, attitude as attitude, okay? In that lesson also, you can see Nick. Nick, he had inspired many people. He had become a motivational speaker and a good surfer, right? What made their dreams to come true? Anything else with them? They are physically handicapped, but they had overcame their physical handicap and they reached their goals. So the seed of achievement lies in the human mind. Seed of achievement. Once you put the seed, that achievement, my achievement, I should reach, then nothing will stop you. Nothing is impossible to a willing heart. Nothing stops your success, students. Nothing stops your success. If you have a strong desire in you, no one can stop your success. No one can stop your success. 100% you will find a very good way to reach your success. And here, Michael Stone was blind. Even in pole vault, he had crossed out the world record, national and international wise. His parents has confidence on their son. See, I like that every parents will have hopes on them. Means you will give something to them. Nothing. To say that my child was like this, it's a proud moment to all the parents in their life. 100% a proud moment to all their children and to all the parents was that when their children had achieved something in their life, that was the only moment can be remembered forever and ever in their life. They should not regret that you are like this. 100% at least no need to fulfill their dreams, but try to reach your dreams in a right way with a right path. That was the only thing you can give back to your parents in response. I hope all you will do it, and don't degrade yourself, don't underestimate yourself. There are a number of people, physically handicapped people only were doing that many things. But all well, how many things we have to do in our life? What big dreams we must dream in our life, right? Dream and dream. Dream makes your thoughts and thoughts lead to actions. That sentence has not had come easily, friends. It had been possible in our life. We can make it possible when we had strong determination and dedication in our life. 100% we can make it come true. 100% we can make it come. See, common features. Common features you have seen. I think I told you about Sudha Chandran, right? And Helen Keller, Mr. Nick, and Stephen Hawking. These many people were handicapped. 100% they can't do with their own. They can't live with their own. Is not it? And some children by birth they will have this physical handicap, right? But they're not losing their hopes. They're living some life because definitely there will be a number of people around them who can encourage them. They are having a strong will in them. Why? By keeping all well in us, why we should not try until you get success. Did not say easily. A person who had told, he had said it with an experience. Right? So such an experience will help us. Here this lesson is an inspiration to you. It's a motivation to you. This person has to inspire you. 100%. Michael Stone has to inspire you in such a way. You should change. You must bring a change in your life. Change is the essence of life. It adds flavor to your life. It molds you. It inspires you. It brings a change in you. Don't be like this forever and ever. Okay? Give value for your parents. Be good. Be good in the society. Be good with all. Nowadays, how difficult situations we are facing now. In these situations, your character. If you lost wealth, nothing is lost. If you lost health, something is lost. If you lost your character, everything is lost. Once the character is good, with all good qualities, there will be a highway to your life. 100% there will be a highway to your life. I hope you all are doing well and being good. You will take an inspiration of Mr. Michael, and you hope I bless you all to make your dreams come true with your strong will, students. God bless you all. And we had come to end of our lesson. And what's your homework? You should write the summary of this lesson from study material in homework book. This is your homework. Okay? Note down the homework. From, what is WB? WB stands for workbook. From workbook, you should write the summary of the, I hope all you have purchased the books. Better you purchase them. As the pandemic situation is going to get continue, it's time taking process. You must have the books with you, right? Otherwise you can't. So, you should write the summary one time in homework book. Okay, in one time homework book. From where will you write? From workbook. From workbook, you have the summary of this lesson. By seeing that, you should write it one time. Okay, see you all students. We'll meet in our next class with a new lesson. Thank you.